The artistically inclined have many ways to develop and share their talents, whether it's composing music, performing on stage, painting the masterpieces that adorn gallery walls, or inspiring others to follow their own passion for the arts. One such venue is Polk State College Lake Wales Arts Center. It's a unique, historic, and inspiring venue that seeks to preserve the rich history of arts in Lake Wales and throughout Polk County. All the details of an upcoming music series throughout Polk County is coming up next on Polk Place. Hi, welcome to Polk Place. I'm Tina Mand, your host, and joining me in the studio today is Lucille Hadley, the interim director at the Lake Wales Arts Center with Polk State College. Charlie Top Hines, trumpeter with Jazz Jam and Jewel of the Ridge Jazz Fest. Welcome.
Thanks.
And last but by no means least, we have Cassie Jacoby, a local purveyor of the arts. Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
I'm excited. This is a really cool place here in Polk County. I got to go take some pictures of it the other day, but tell us a little bit about the Lake Wales Arts Center and what they do.
The Lake Wales Arts Center is a historical building that houses Polk State College arts program, fine arts, as well as some other classes. What we primarily do is offer classes and arts to our students and community. That can be anywhere in music, theater, dance, jazz, jam sessions, as well as exhibit various fine arts from local artists and artists throughout the U.S.
Excellent. So how long has Polk State been at that location?
Since 2013, we've offered classes and exhibits and bringing in local talent to perform in our facility, which is a beautiful building, Updike Hall, and all of its beautiful stained glass. And I'm quite sure my friends here will agree that it is a very lovely facility.
Beautiful, yes.
It is, and it was originally a church.
Correct.
A Catholic church. And the most wonderful thing to say, I'm going to toot your horn, so to speak, Top and Lucille, but what they did to restore the building is phenomenal, because the Arts Council really had a lot of challenges facing them, such as the roof. And I know no expense was spared. It's just beautifully restored. So, and it's now maintained, and it's now just full of life and full of activities, and the Arts Council has a building right across the hall from, has an office across from Lucille, and so it's a real team and a partnership. And the whole community is so relieved to save that building.
It is, and people don't realize how much work goes into the restoration and just ongoing maintenance of these historic venues. I know I work with the History Center over in Bartow, and it's just phenomenal at just the ongoing stuff they have to do. So I'm really excited about the programming lineup that you guys always have. I mean, you always have something going on to enrich Polk County and in the arts. I know you have a whole fall schedule coming up. Why don't you tell me a little bit about what types of events and things that they can expect?
So our fall exhibits will consist of our student exhibition. Some of our artists consist of Elias Tonis. We'll also have the Tampa Taiko drums. Our students will be performing in the Winter Haven Fine Arts Theater, Waiting to Godot. Just a few things that are lined up for us in the fall.
That's excellent. So we have a little bit of a mixture of different media, correct?
Correct.
Awesome. So we have some art exhibits and jazz music.
Some jazz music, some Latin-inspired art performers, as well as at our fall festival, we'll also have Jasmine Gent, who's a local artist here in Polk County, and a band, and as well as our own Polk State Choir, chorale, and women's chorus, and jazz society will be performing.
I love how much Polk State has grown since I went there at Polk Community College. I started there in 1998, so 18 years ago. But it's grown so much, and we went from like the Vikings to the Eagles, which is awesome. And you guys really do offer just a huge variety of things. Let's talk a little bit for people who may not be aware of the Fall Fest. Let's talk a little bit about that event, what exactly that is.
Fall Fest will consist of probably over 250 vendors that will come and sell all handmade, homemade items.
Oh, wow.
We also have several food vendors. All of our student clubs and organizations get involved in selling the food. Your local, we are the local food trucks for that event, and that consists of, you know, snow cones and all the things that go at a festival. We have a kids zone where students kids can be face painted, participate in the bounce house. There's also a haunted house where our OTA program will create down in their studio, in their area, an entire haunted building. Lots of fun, lots of activities. Probably over 5,000 folk come through the day, but if you ever wanted some of the best jewelry, some of the best glasswares.
Get a kickstart on your
yes.
Christmas shopping.
How about that?
One thing that's so neat about everything that Lucille and Polk State offers, well, usually it's free. The price
really?
is right.
Yes, that's correct.
So it's really nice, these downtown concert series they have in Lake Wales and Lakeland, I guess in Winter Haven too. You go and have lunch and a concert, and it's a great way to celebrate fall. And then also with her art exhibits, oh my goodness, we had such a good time for Hispanic Heritage Month because those people could party. And they brought in Cuban food, and they were just the most beautiful people. The artwork sold too. A lot of people came in and bought it. But I know Fall Fest, though, a lot of the funds go to help the students, right, Lucille?
Correct. Well, the entry fee for our vendors, they have to pay a small fee, and those are funds that help towards scholarships for our students.
Excellent.
And what Mr. Hines does is he will help us and assist us in kicking off our jazz festival, which takes place on the shores of Lake Wales. And so he's one of our featured artists. If you ever seen the logo for the jazz festival, that is Mr. Hines. So he gets us all revved up.
So you're quite famous.
Yes.
He's the poster boy, the poster man.
So that's awesome. I know we're going to hear a little bit at the end of the show from you and get to hear the beautiful music. I love jazz music. I love any kind of music, let's be honest here. I love what you guys are doing. Love what you guys are doing for the arts here in Polk County. So is there, for participants, is there a cost for the Fall Fest?
Typically, no.
Just for the food?
That's correct, just for the food. We want you to come and shop and purchase and support our vendors, but the items that are sold by our clubs and organizations is typically a small fee. I mean, you're there all day, it's going to be hot. I'm quite sure someone wants some snow cones or beverages or pizza, and candy apples. So we have a variety for our attendees to select from.
That's awesome. It's definitely probably going to be hot here, unfortunately, because that's right in the middle of October, and we think, oh, it's going to be fall, great, and no.
We have a tent that you can sit under and enjoy the sounds of a Charlie Hines, as well as some of the other jazz artists. So that will remedy some of the heat, but not all of it.
No, not all of it, but it's got to get cooler sometime, right?
It's so nice to see all the kids that show up too. You see families there at the Fall Fest because they'll bring their kids in and they get the cute face painting and they're just enjoying. They'll be dancing and usually buying some of my home baked goods too. That's one of my favorite tents to go to because some of the local people who can really cook up a storm are there with their homemade things. That's so neat about it. It's really getting back to the earth and real local products.
And that's one of the specialties of Fall Fest is that everything has to be handmade or homemade. As a matter of fact, we don't allow any commercially produced products.
Good.
So that allows that entrepreneur to come out and all the best of us. And particularly, it's a way of also showcasing our student clubs and student organizations and what we have to offer there at Polk State College, which is also an entrepreneurial certification program.
So I know you guys offer a wide variety of things. How is the best place to find out this information?
Well, we'd like you to visit our website at www.polk.edu/arts or Fall Fest. And there you will find a listing of all of our upcoming events, not only just for what we do at Lake Wales Art Center, but our theater department as well as our music department and visual arts and photography and all of the other things that are under the heading of the arts at Polk State College.
I'm excited. Do you want to play us out a little bit?
Yes. I'm going to play a tune called A Portrait of Jenny, which is, one of the lines in it says that you won't find a portrait of Jenny because she's in my heart.
Oh, love that. Yay, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
To hear you and more things like this, they can come see you guys.
Oh, yeah, be inspired.
Well, thank you so much for coming out today.
Thank you for having us.
Polk State College invites you to check out their upcoming music series and gallery exhibits going on in Winter Haven, Lakeland, and Lake Wales. Sponsored by the Art and Cultural Affairs Department at Polk State College, the venues include the Lakeland Art Gallery, Lake Wales Art Center, along with Winter Haven and Lakeland campus centers. For times and location of the event, go to www.polk.edu/art center or give them a call at 863-298-6847.